LBC 99.9 FM.
Audio Jungle.
In the what a wonderful way that welcome you to yet another stimulating discussion right here on the House's Radio program. This is the program today in the House of Representatives. It is an Avalon program that highlights activities from up Capitol Hill, making Liberians to hear and know what their leaders are doing up Capitol Hill. This program is on ELBC 99.9. Several other frequencies across the country has been relayed on the following stations: Radio Flemington 87.7, The Voice of Hope in Plebo Sadakan District, Maryland County. This program features reports from the House's committee meetings with in-depth interviews and analysis about the country's legislative process. Today is Thursday, it's the 21st day of September 2023. It is the 264th day of the year. We are left with 101 days to close off this year. According to National Elections Commission, we're counting 19 more days to Liberia's presidential and legislative elections. Welcome to the program. Whatever you are, we're here at Yega. Let's take a few bars of our team song. My name is Rapper Teens, and I'm here along with Roko at Yega. So a few bars of our team song. We will come back. We'll bring you amazing facts, and then we'll tell you those things to capture later right here on the Hustlers program.
Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to the program. We're back here from Capitol Hill. We're in the studio of LBS. I come to talk about the legislature again. Yega, how you doing?
Yes, I'm great.
Are
of
you
course,
smiling like that? Like, we're not catching.
Today is a day of peace, and
That's
so
why
I'm
you're wearing
all
white.
into white,
And I'm in
showing
blue.
purity. Yes,
I'm in blue.
it's also wrong
Yeah.
because you talk about
Yeah, this is the dark continent of Africa.
very well.
You know, so blue symbolizes that, and of course, you know, blue is a revolutionary color, and as such, we're here to make sure we talk about those things happening up Capitol Hill. Invite someone to listen with you. It's about time to know what you know those things are happening up Capitol Hill, where your leaders are. Of course, yes, we have closed for the second quarter of the sixth section, and representatives, senators are all in their various counties and districts campaigning, talking to their people to have them re-elected. Some of them are calling to what we've gathered so far from the House's Information Bureau. We want to inform you that of the 73 representatives, one person is not seeking re-election, and that person is Representative Ben Fofana from Magibi County. He has said that Crystal Clear, he's not seeking re-election. Yeah, good.
yes. I think once you've served your people, of course, there should always be
It's a
a
two-term law.
space.
in a way.
Yes, obviously, there should be a space for others to come on and provide representation. That is why I think Representative Ben Fofana, and he has been one of those outstanding lawmakers. The legislature, I recalled in the 53rd legislature, he was one of those persons advocating on behalf of the union to provide adequate representation for the people there in Magibi County.
Those are reasons why you elect your leaders. Of course, they're not up Capitol Hill to ride highly tinted, fully easy vehicles alone, but they're there to be able to advocate on behalf of the people. They'll be able to pass human sensitive legislations in the interest of the country, and that's the reason why they're there. They're not there to to be in highly tinted, fully easy vehicles.
No, they are not there. You must always seek the welfare. The issues confronting the people should be of priority for those of you who are lawmakers and opting to be lawmakers, of course. And so the 54th legislature is providing that service to the public. And I think, like you said, he's not really contesting, but there are a couple of other lawmakers from the Honorary House of Representatives who are seeking
Re-election.
yes,
we wish you
re-election.
people very
Yes.
well. Go into the process, wish you very well, and we'll come to that to talk about the issue of peace, the issue of tolerance, because mind you, we're counting 19 days more to this process, and we're hoping that it'll be very peaceful. We can disagree with each other. We can revert to violence. So let's go to the House Press and Public Affairs Bureau to bring you amazing facts. Amazing Fact is a component here on the program that tell you about some historical things about the Liberian legislature. We do not have parliament. Don't say parliament. We have the legislature here. We elect your lawmakers. So let's go to Press Bureau and bring you the amazing facts. We're hoping that we're able to have that here.
Amazing facts about the legislature. Do you know the longest serving chairman on the House's National Security Committee is Babuli County Representative Honorable Afeko? Do you know the current Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, Honorable Dr. Bobo Chimas, had two deputy speakers, now Senator Prince K. Moyi and Representative Councillor Jonathan Fonanti Kofa? Do you know that when 20th President, His Excellency William Aratoba Jr. served in the Honorable House of Representatives representing Maserati County in 1943? Do you know that recording clerks take down information like amendments on bills and resolution endorsed by an area? Do you know a bill is considered enrolled when it is passed both houses in the Senate or normal call enrolled and sent to the President of Liberia for his or her approval? Do you know special sitting in the legislature is also outside the regular sitting days? It can be held Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, depending on the gravity of the issue to be discussed. Do you know to cancel or revoke is legislatively termed as repeal? Do you know in legislative politics the word "not" means accept or agree? Do you know the chief secretaries of both House of Representatives and Liberia Senate at the Sergeant at Arms? They conduct arrests, enforce decorum in the chambers, and carry on plenary mandate by taking contempt victims to prison. Those are our amazing facts for today. I'm Tutuya Sherry of the Press Bureau. Thanks for listening.
Well, to do that, thanks a lot from the Press and Public Affairs Bureau. Here, guys, you listen to amazing facts coming up from the Bureau.
Yeah, so amazing facts is always here and quite interesting for those of you who don't know about a couple of those issues. Even though we will have, a lengthy conversation surrounding the core of discussions here, but of course, like you heard in amazing fight. Of course, the 53rd had two speakers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, two speakers. But in the 54th, we had two deputy speakers. Representative and now Senator Prince K. Moyi of Bond County, District 2 specifically, who is now Senator of Bond County. He was the first deputy speaker elected by his colleagues to serve along with Hot Speaker Dr. Bobo Chimas. And of course, following his transition to the Liberian Senate, there was a vacancy created. And of course, a by-election, of course, for the deputy speaker post was held. And Grand Crew County Representative Councillor J. Fonati Kofi won that seat. And of course, he is the current deputy speaker. So it tells you, the workings of the Honorable House of Representatives.
And when Representative, now Deputy Speaker Fonati Kofi, Councillor Kofi, he was
the chair of the
judiciary. So he was the fifth more powerful man in the House. And of course, in the ranking, the Speaker is the first, and then the Deputy Speaker number 2. The third person is the Chair on Executive. The fourth is the Chairperson on Foreign Affairs. The fifth is the Chairperson on Judiciary. And that is now
the deputy speaker.
He's deputy speaker, but Babulu County Representative.
Yeah, Councillor Kanye Wessel, of course, is now the chair on judiciary at the Honorable House of Representatives. Mm-hmm. But interestingly, again, to talk about Babulu County, Babulu has been blessed to have the chairperson on national security.
Right. He's the longest.
Yes, longest served representative.
Basically on that committee.
On the committee, yes, Representative Afra Kwewu. I'm told he's seeking the senatorial seat in Babulu County, but he has been the chairperson there as far as the 52nd, 54th, and 53rd. Yes, he was also chair on the committee, and he has been upkeeping the committee, doing very well, talking about national security.
Right, definitely. So, we're counting just 19 days to the elections, and we're going to talk more about the issue of tolerance. We'll talk about the issue of peace. and let's make sure that our messages can be kind of in a way where we cannot have violence. We cannot be talking about issues that will instill fears in our people. So, but let's go on what's on our menu here to look at how Speaker Buffer Chimo demands justice in attempted murder case of a Liberian lady called Jessica Lord. For what we'll be looking at that too. And then an important message from the legislature of Liberia with nothing more this to the presidential elections. Yeah, let's come to look at this attempted murder issue or case. Speaker Chambers are going to the John F. Kennedy Medical Center to see the victim.
I'd like to begin by extending words of commendation to the Honorable Speaker because I think he's noted for such, reaching out to people, especially when they are having some unforeseen situations, when there's a tragedy. He's always there standing by to render assistance. He's always there to kind of build the hope of people, especially when they are going through such period. And so it was the Honorable Speaker again visiting the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital in Monrovia to actually check on Miss Jessica Lord. Of course, every one of us have been following the social media conversations. There have been all sides to the conversation, of course, following the incident by this American national who attempted to kill Jessica. And a long story, they have gone to another side. He said he wanted to show her and they wanted to spend some time. And then after all the different joinings of course, he took knife reportedly to slash the night of Jessica. And gold being gold, she was rescued by a moto, it's a cyclist pimping, or how you call it, the keke rather.
Right.
And later there were other interventions from people around. And she was rushed to the JFK hospital where she's undergoing treatment. And it was by fair enough to have the Honorable Speaker go there and kind of assess her situation. Even though he made some humanitarian donation, gesture of covering her financial bills at the John F. Kennedy Medical Center. But the Honorable Speaker, and given that the legislature is the body that is responsible for lawmaking in country, the Honorable Speaker thought that it is about fair enough time that the justice system is much more proactive in ensuring that justice is served in this matter, because not just is Jessica a Liberian national who is affected, but of course, looking at international treaties coupled with the Liberian Constitution, it forbids such cruelty. And of course, leading someone like a sheep, like in the words of the Speaker, to a slaughterhouse, that is unacceptable. And so he has since called on the justice system of the country to be much more proactive. And following the call by the Honorable Speaker, yes, indeed, we can also confirm, because we followed some of the reports, that legal proceeding into this matter has commenced. The suspect has been charged, and of course,
then forwarded to court.
Yeah, forwarded to court, and we expect that due process will be served in the process. But again, you cannot come under the pretense, like the Speaker said, you cannot come under the pretense of running a Christian organization or a school, a Christian school. And of course, that should be a religious institution that will care for the needed and kind of mold the minds of people relative to Christendom. And then you're here inflating wounds,
and that
against other
that is
citizens.
unacceptable. Liberia is a civilized society. We are not going to sit here and allow those things happen. That's why the Speaker has since called for justice to be dispensed in this matter. So the brother in question name is Lucas Richard, and we're hearing that the legal proceeding commenced already, and we hope that justice can be dispensed, and this legal must be treated. She must be given justice in this matter. So, well, thanks again to House Speaker Buford Chambers on behalf of the legislature. You've played this part, you played this role, and as a father, going by, it's driving early morning to work, and they caught his attention. So let me go and see what's happening. All this, it's been all in the news, and I say thanks a lot to the speaker for being far-sighted and being a father and taking about surgery. Yeah.
Yes, he has been selfless as a leader. Every time there's a situation in country, he's able to reach, because I recalled when there was this situation of the 2-year-old child that fell in the septic tank there in Magabe County. The honorary speaker was there. Also recalled the last time we had the situation of a lady who came down with cancer in her womb. The honorary speaker also aided, the financial cost of that lady. But I think, beyond just being selfless, that's how a leader should be. You must always be that person who is able to restore the hope of people when they are, into crisis, or of course when they have some other movement that will warrant financial aid. But at the same time, the Lord is the Lord. That's what the speaker is saying. The Lord is the Lord. No matter who you are, there are regulations in country. Liberia is governed by a constitution, and the constitution forbids such act. I don't want to prejudice the matter, but of course, it must be said, because an attempt to commit murder, it speaks volume. Why would you want to take the life of someone? You didn't give that person life. It is God who gives life to people. And so if the lady, had been in what kind of relationship with you, it doesn't suggest that you will go out and you want to, take the life of this lady. You don't know the future of this lady, and
and we wish her speedy recovery.
Yes, speedy recovery in the process. And I think that the family members are also doing well to keep the hope alive in the process. You can continue to visit, with your family or your sister, your daughter who is admitted, and God is going to restore her life. God is going to bring her back on her feet. But I think it teaches moral lesson for young people in the society.
Right. So, well, with just 19 days to Liberia's presidential and legislative elections, we have a message from the legislature to the public, and we're going to do that, and we're going to be able to take concerns about Liberians out there, or what they anticipate as we go towards these processes. Again, with which all of the lawmakers seeking re-election will wish you very well. And so this important message from the legislature with 19 days until the presidential and legislative elections. Liberians, as we draw nearer to the much anticipated presidential and legislative elections, scheduled to take place on the 10th of October this year, members of the legislature feel compelled to address you, esteemed citizens of this country, regarding the pivotal movement in our nation's history. These elections signify more than just a civic duty. They represent the very essence of our democracy, a chance each of you have to raise your voices, to have your voices heard, and to collectively shape the future of our beloved nation, Liberia. With just 19 days more remaining for election day, we wish to convey several crucial messages, which include: exercise your right to vote. Your vote is your voice. We encourage every Liberian citizen to exercise their constitutional right to vote. Participating in the electoral process is not just a civic duty, but also a powerful way to influence the direction of this country called Liberia. 2, peaceful participation. We urge all citizens to engage in the electoral process peacefully and responsibly. Liberia has made significant strides toward peace and stability, and we must continue to uphold these achievements. Let us reject violence, intolerance, and any actions that may disrupt the peace during this crucial period. Support for transparent election. Of course, the legislature is very committed. They've been ensuring that the upcoming elections are conducted transparently, fairly, and in accordance with the democratic principles. The legislature continues its oversight over the National Elections Commission (NEC) to guarantee that the electoral process is free from any undue influence. Unity in diversity. Liberia is a diverse nation with a rich tapestry of our culture, tradition, and background. Let us all remember, Diego, that our diversity is our strength as we engage in political discourse or debates. Let us do so with respect for each other's opinions and a commitment to the unity of our nation. And civic education, reports of irregularities. We've witnessed irregularities before, voter intimidation or misconduct during election process. We want people to be able to report that. The legislature is fully committed to ensuring a peaceful, transparent, and credible electoral process. We believe in the spirit, in the strength of our democracy and the resilience of our people. Together, we can demonstrate to the world that Liberia is a shining example of our democratic values in action. Let us all play our part in making these elections, with 90 more days remaining, a historic moment for Liberia, one in which the will of the people prevails and our nation moves forward toward a brighter future. That's a message here, God, from the legislature to the public as we go to elections. Key things then there is basically about being tolerant.
Yes, and like the previous call by the honorable speaker for Liberians to be peaceful during these processes, he reminded Liberians that election is an event. Of course, it will come and go, but the overall of the electoral process is that the country remains supreme than any individual. And so that call was made from the onset of the political campaign activities. The Liberians will maintain the peace during, after the elections.
Right.
And so that
this is all we have, Liberia.
Yes, that call has been re-echoed by a holistic message as read by Director Robert Haynes, outlining reasons why Liberians should support the peace. And the last time we were here on Thursday, we had a similar situation with a caller from Maryland County. And it's coming out of time that we are talking about peace, and today is International Peace Day.
Right.
And I think, we must be able to flag that issue. Now, every individual or a political institution that is opting for representation of this country will have to submit information of that kind through the National Elections Commission. And so if an individual, has written the National Elections Commission to book a date or schedule a date for political campaign activities, and you didn't do so because the NEC will assign the dates to independent candidates, political parties, and whosoever is running in the electoral process. And so if that date has been assigned to this candidate, what we're saying here, and the call that is coming from the legislature, specifically the Honorable House of Representatives, is to ensure that we respect the decision of the National Elections Commission, because they are there to govern the affairs of the elections. They are clothed with the authority constitutionally to steer the affairs of the electoral process.
Right.
And so we don't want a case that when you have a lawmaker, for instance, who is going to have a political rally on this day, and then you come in from the other side and say, we will do it this way or on this day, then it becomes a violation, because there will be forces that are attached.
Definitely.
So what the statement is saying, that in as much as we want to maintain peace, then of course people should avoid vices that will undermine the peace process.
Right.
When things go scattered in this country, there will be no selection of individuals.
In the words of the late legislator, Jane Nangbeslaw, he said, "Toya Uma
Yeah.
So let's respect each other opinion. All right, we don't have to be on the same side. We don't have to agree with the same thing. Toya Atoma, and we should not revert to violence. We can't have our country to retrogress."
Yes, and so this message is also saying that we cannot have a community of people here that when Kennedy Acts flyer is being posted, and then you are coming just because this person, you don't support this person, of course, then you want to tear down the flyer. That will amount to violence.
Right.
And it is punishable under the laws of the country. That's why this statement is encouraging you. And we are glad that as we go into this process, all of the lawmakers who are seated, not much we're hearing about political tension in their districts, because they are respected of the law.
Exactly.
They respect the law of this country. They are making the laws in this country. And so they are on a moral obligation to respect the law of this country.
Right.
So we're hearing, positive news from all of the lawmakers, who are recontesting. So this is the kind of Liberia that this message coming from the legislature is encouraging. A community that in the midst of the, whatever is the crisis, we must be able to unite as a country and people.
Right. Because Liberia is our one and only denominator. All right. So we will have issues. We will disagree to agree. But at the end of the day, this country called Liberia remains. And so we cannot go head to scatter.
And the message has also reiterated the support of the government.
Right.
The legislature has said, in as much as the oversight, we have the oversight responsibility to work along with the National Elections Commission, we are also ensuring that fundings are provided for the conduct of elections, which is very, very important in the process. So in as much as all of the different activities that you'll see as a bottleneck to the process are being clearly handled by the government of Liberia with the intervention of the legislature, then we can say to you Liberians to remain peaceful.
Let's
Let's respect each other.
We're getting the path to greatness.
When we live in the different communities, when we're in our homes and people are opposing our candidates, let's be able to see Liberia in that picture. We should not have a saying that we'll go helter scatter. We should not come to the public platforms and making utterances that will undermine the peace of this country.
Right.
If anything happens,
whether you are a presidential candidate or you are a sitting senator or you are a sitting representative, nobody is above the law.
No,
let us not sing any song or beat war drum. This country is not going to war anymore. This country is not going to retrogress. And it is important for us to stress these things right here on this radio so that all of us Liberians, all of us, we are very special. God had made us in a very special way. And we can disagree with each other. We can disagree with each other. At the end of the day, let's see Liberia as our own and the one and only denominator.
Because when things are going wrong, there will be no specification that this is Yeager.
No.
This is Robert Hines. This is this representative. This is this representative of Bassa, or this representative of Maryland, or this representative of Bond County, or Monserrate County, or this person from this county. It's going to be a situation that all of us will have to face.
Right.
So before we go to that, so what the old people can say? They say, I know, it's always good. I know safety is better than cure, or what kind of stuff and thing, right? So let's be peaceful.
Yes,
let's listen to the messages. And it's good that the president on yesterday had a conversation outlining the message of peace for Liberians.
Right.
Yes,
sure. They're going at the United Nations to speak at this the General Assembly. That's the world biggest diplomatic gathering, where you able to go and
It's a
speak for
theater that will bring on board the different conversations from the countries.
exactly talking about peace, and especially now where we are going to elections and so forth like that. So we will meet our opponent on the field. Let's bring the debate. Let's talk about those issues, the bread and butter issues in our country. Let's talk about how our candidates are good, or you can disagree, but let's not tear down this country. All right. So we'll open the lines. We'll interact with you. Some of you wanting to come to the legislature. Yes, it's good, but let's also inform you. It is not. Do not tell people you're going to build roads. It is not the work of a lawmaker to build roads. I mean, Yega is part of our work to be able to do that, to educate the public. It is not a lawmaker work to build road or to build toilet. He or she there to advocate. They can there and use their lobbyistic power or their lobbyistic skills to make sure that things happen in the interest of the people. And that's how it looks like. But if you start promising people, you build roads, you will put bridge where there's no
There's no water.
There's no water, and then you are deceiving our people. Let's open the lines, interact with you. You want to call us, please. There are set rules. You have to lower your receiver to make your points.
Move on side the radio when you're calling. Please move on side the radio.
Right.
Don't be listening to the radio. Then at the same time you won't be talking on the radio. It will not work.
Right. So the numbers are 0880-514-096, 0880-514-096, 0770-25-9660. Thanks to the management of the Voice of Hope in Plebo Sodican District for continuously relaying this program, helping our people to be informed, and the Farmington Radio there in Makipi County. Thanks to Representative Alpha Kokolo Jones, who chairs the Hustlers Committee on Information Broadcasting, doing a very awesome job in District Number 2, Makipi County. 0880-514-096, 0770-25-9660. Let's go to the line, interact with the callers. This person, hello.
Hello.
Let's hear your name, where you join us from.
Yes, I'm Prince Esto calling from District 11.
District 11, what county? District 11, what county? Oh, sorry. Well, 0880-514-096.
American Spa.
Right, 0770-25-9660. We're talking about tolerance. We're having 19 more days to elections. Then we're talking about us. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, District 11, Montserrat County.
Go ahead. That's Representative
Richard Coon.
Richard Coon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, and now we were talking about peace here.
Tell us your name now.
To talk about.
You got to tell her your name for now.
I'm Prince Esto.
Okay,
from
Mr.
Montserrat, yeah.
Prince, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, about peace, and then somebody applaud us and say, Prince Esto, my name.
But Prince, you got to go ahead now.
He's listening to the radio at the same time he's listening.
Oh, Prince, you can't do that. We'll take another person on. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, brother? How are you?
Is that Cyrus here?
Yeah, Cyrus, can you hear me? I'm calling from District Number 4.
Okay, Cyrus, go ahead. Let's hear you.
I just want to tell you that tomorrow's discussion. We need peace in the election. We don't know power in the election. We need peace. Peaceful election. We have peace. Nobody can do anything. I just afford to take the opportunity.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. 0880-514-096. 0880. Let's up 0770-25-9660. Let's see if this person too. Oh, sorry. Hello. Let's take on this person. Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Moses I was speaking from Bon County.
Which part of Bon County?
Chihuahua to be Kasuge.
Okay, from Chico here. What district is that?
District 3.
Okay, district number 3. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Representative Marvin Cole.
My first question I want to ask is that I'm not investigating you. Is that the Honorable Senator of Makonde went to the session today, or it could be a session?
The legislature is currently closed for the second quarter.
Okay, but what I would say, please tell you, he's not use television again, Liberian. This had terrorists can come and use our country because he has put himself on the forefront in uniform on the newspaper. So we're taking the election. He shouldn't be the one to terrorize our peaceful country and peace that we're on. Please. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. We're talking about peace. We're counting 19 days to elections. This person, hello.
Hello,
Let's hear you. Your name, where you join us from?
I'm Joseph Whitfield calling from District Number 1, Grand Bassa County.
Is that the Honorable Commissioner of New Cities Township?
Yes, Mr. Hines.
Great to have you here. My sympathy against for the loss of your lawmaker, Honorable Hans Baju.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear you.
I just want to appreciate you and the other journalists there in studio for educating us on non-violence. Because when war comes to this country, it is not going to pick out of anybody from in that picture. And so I want to say thanks to you people. I want you people to keep pursuing that cause and educating the Liberian people so that we can do with non-violence and go through this election peacefully. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Whitfield, from the new series. That's my own place, you know. Hello, this person on the line.
Yes, hello. I was the one on the line, but I was cracking in.
Is that Mr.
Yes,
Doe?
talking about something, yeah, Mr. Doe.
Please go ahead.
We are talking about peace, and now we all time war, but we have a representative aspiring that been doing that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
His name is Original Consultant, and now he was certificated by NEC, and the opinion of voter registration.
That liquor issue there.
And now the person representative Richard Cohen got behind and said he was having a good action.
Well, Honorable Doe, that issue has been
liquor issue.
have gone to the Supreme Court and they have taken a decision.
The one who say Liberian people should maintain the peace.
Hello, let's hear you.
Here that the Mexican legislature.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Faju calling from the SD Cuba Road, Peloton.
From SD Copper Road, that should be district number 6, Maserati, right?
Exactly.
Please go ahead. Representative Samuel Enders is the representative there. Yeah.
My representative. And I only want to appreciate your effort for the program. Thank you ever so much. And I want for the peace that would then maintain for the longest, that it be continuous. So anybody that playing bad things, continue for our country, let God have us in our presence so that what I get to tell you.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. Keep listening to the show, okay? The numbers are 0880-514-096, 0770-259660. Those are the numbers to join us right here on the conversation.
We got another caller. Good evening, welcome. Good evening, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Joseph speaking about and I joined the Facebook from Maryland County to be specific, Igbo Southern District.
Okay, Joseph, it's good having you on the line. Let's hear you, please.
Thank you. I think it is important, for us to join our voices to gather here, to ask our people that let we all sustain and maintain this peace. Because without peace, there will be nobody in this country even going to school. Nobody will be in the country going to the market, to search for their ends meal. So this peace, not because of election, it should be broken apart. After this 2023 elections, Liberia remains for every one of us. And it is incumbent for every one of us in this country to build Liberia. So politicians come, politicians will go. After this generation, there will still be another generation. And today, if you cannot sustain the one you have, what will you keep for the generation for tomorrow? So it is important that we all maintain this peace. Election is just an event. So I want to appreciate you guys this evening, for this show. And I urge every Liberian to listen to this and take something out of it. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. More of the calls can come. The numbers 0880-514-096, 0770-259660.
Hello, welcome. Good evening. Welcome. Good evening. Welcome to your program.
Hello?
Good evening. Welcome.
Hello?
I'm not too sure that call.
Let's take on this person joining us. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. Let's hear your name, where you join us from.
Hello. My name is Prince Joe, calling from here, Junction, the FBS community.
Okay, from LBS, LBS Forcing District number 6. Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. I want to say thank you to you guys in studio, and I want us, everyone of us, to maintain the peace of our country. I want that because without peace, we cannot do anything in our nation. So I pray for peace.
Let woman not just be talking there, ourselves will be doing it too. This person in the line. Hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
Very good. Your name, where you call from. Please lower your receiver.
I do call you from Bon County.
And what is your name? Where exactly Bon County you calling from?
I'm ARSA Mazawai, joining you from SKD community.
Okay, and it's in district number what?
District number 5.
District number 5. Go ahead. That's Representative Edward Kafia, right? Is that Representative Edward Kafia district?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Kafia district. Huh?
Please go ahead. Let's hear you.
All right. I just want to appreciate you guys for the message over the radio and for the peaceful and successful election that we are approaching. So let us keep pushing the message to the electors and the country as well for peaceful election in the country.
Okay, my dear brother, thanks a lot. We can't just talk here. We must do it. This person, hello, welcome. Kindly lower your receiver to make your point. Let's hear you.
Yeah.
Move on side the radio now. You're on the line already. Move on side the radio.
Go ahead. Hello.
Let's talk to the another caller here. Good evening. Welcome. Good evening. Welcome.
Hello?
Let's hear you, please. Please go ahead. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Good evening. Welcome.
This is Robert Brown. I do call from Broadville this afternoon.
Okay, Robert. District 17. Let's hear you.
This is 17.
Let's hear you.
I'm grateful to you guys for having a discussion this afternoon. Not when this country comes to election. This country has been here, election are come and go. So what we need to do as Liberians is to make sure that we go to this process with a heart of peace until the process is end. If this happens, our country will be a good one. And we'll always one day come together and celebrate Sri Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, let's hold the call a little bit, and we want to speak to the media people. Some of our brothers and sisters who are on the talk show every morning. It's important for us to talk the issue of peace, and we cannot have guests coming in the studio from two opposing sides, and then you hear people attacking each other and stuff like that. We need to talk about peace. So media people, you're listening to us too. It's important for us to talk about peace. Our broadcast should not be in a way where you antagonizing somebody, or you trying to create a situation where there will be instability. No.
The media has a role to play.
Right.
Yeah, and I think, I want to talk it simple so that the people hear it.
Yeah, our woman in the market so they can hear that too.
The radio station thing, it good for everybody to talk on it.
Mm-hmm.
In as much as it is good for everyone to talk on it, you can't come to the radio. You on the radio, then you say you're talking bad thing about one other side. You going all in the left corner and then you're taking all the bad thing for one other side. Then you talk here, then you can get outside, chair for them to talk their own on the radio so that the people will know that they're not doing their thing here. Radio station people then, they peace here for all of us.
Right.
The message that coming from the legislature, they put the radio station people in there, because when you read the radio station, the law what they get for them, they say they must accept everybody. Everybody will come on the table for them to be able to talk about their things, especially at the party time, the campaign time. You can't be having people in there who say they're working the radio station. Then when they say one other party launching you, then you see that radio station person, they wear their own shirt too, they go to the play.
Radio station.
That
people
radio
have to go
station
to web
presently.
party sharing.
Then when they come from there and they take out the share, then they say, oh, I come and read the news from that play. Then they read the news, it will just favor that other group. Then the other group, they look at them bad way. Then they make you the public now, you were listening to the radio or the news that time. They make you, then you feeling bad about your own side. So radio station people.
And when the people come in the studio,
yeah,
don't allow them to be cussing.
Yeah, you see, people come then you see the children and listen to the radio too. Then you get a radio now, then you say, okay, everybody, because they say everybody must talk. No, everybody must talk. But they say when you talk and your turn and go, then the Lord will hold you for talking bad thing. Right. Then the thing too, you got to think, say my own child listening to the radio or my man listening to the radio. Then you bring people in there who's also can't talk about the country here, how they will take off from one state to another state. Then you can't, you let the people they be talking, they just be causing. Radio station is going to be part of you. When you get a radio station, the message is going to be on it. It's going to be clean. That the children say when they're listening, they will not feel bad.
They will be learning something.
Then they'll be learning something.
Right.
So don't be taking some false information and reporting on radio. Then you say because you get radio, you can go far off. So the other people then will be heard. No, now it's going to be you.
Let's go back to the line. Take a few more calls. Hello.
Yeah. Once again, I'm Moses. I want you to go ahead.
Okay, Moses, go ahead from Sugar Hill.
Yeah, my question was after voting, you get a right to go back to the center again to stick around.
But what are you going to do there again?
So when you finish voting,
what are you going to do there again? Move on there. Go to your hall.
You go to your hall. You sit down. Your vote will count. They will count it. Don't be standing around again.
Listen to the election commission that the opponent can get a real result, not radio station.
The reason why I'm asking these questions is one of the radio stations here was giving some advice, but it's telling us that after you charge your votes, you should be around.
No, that one not correct.
No, all the party people now will be having people there.
They get
their people in there. What are you going to stand there for now?
So don't stand there because they
go to your hall.
So let's take a few more calls.
You see the thing, you got to talk here, let the opponent really understand. Hello, welcome. Hello. Good evening, welcome. I don't know, I think we're still having some hitches on the other side.
Well, let's look at this person. Hello. Let's hear you. Good evening, welcome. Oh, too bad. Let's see. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the program. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah, I'm speaking from Pribo Sorokan District to be Pacific Division or Zone 3.
I mean, you know where you calling from?
I'm speaking from Pribo Sorokan District, Maryland County.
Okay, Playboy is district number 2 in Maryland, and there where the speaker comes from, right? Yeah, go ahead. Let's go ahead.
I just want to urge the Liberians, they should understand that we went through certain situations that set up way behind. People came, it becomes to tell us that, oh, this is what we are going to do, and this problem is going to be settled within 3 months' time, and we want to 14 years. So I know that Liberians, they experience that situations, and they will not be able to make others to make them to follow the same thing.
Therefore,
so I just want to, therefore, they should desist when the time has come for our elections process. They should desist and make sure that we all look up to peace. We all come together as one family and do the best in the best interest of ours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Not only the voting day, even Nana said,
media people and posting all on a page on Facebook.
Even Nana said, what we're talking about the issue about the election. So now you
they say a journalist. All they will give you credit. He's a journalist.
Your friend,
all the thing
you and your friend can disagree, but you don't go for it. This person, hello. Yeah, let's hear you. Your name, where you call from?
I'm calling from Johnsonville.
What is your name?
My name is Peewee.
Peewee who?
Yes, my name is Peewee Winston.
Okay, Peewee Winston, go ahead.
Peewee Winston.
Yeah, Winston, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, we tell you thank you. Yeah, we tell you thank you for your 50,000. For 50,000, the whole thing.
All right. Okay,
my brother.
Thank you.
Let's
thank you for calling
this person. I think this will be your final one. Hello.
Yes, hello. Good